I do not think we have a country since we are justifying that some persons are above the law. Rufai Oseni, welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Popular Rise television reporter and presenter Oseni Rufai, while interviewing a lawyer and public affairs analyst, Liberus Oshoma, spoke about the sentence of the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, by the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on Tuesday to 3 months in prison for flouting the 2011 court order as just a mere declaration made by the court that will not be followed. Rufai said during the interview session emphasized the absence and violation of the rule of law and the seeming impression that some Nigerians are above the law. Speaking to Oshoma, he said, since the law cannot be enforced, are you telling me now that what we call the rule of law is dead? Because if we are justifying that some people are above the law, then we do not have a country. This same rule of law is what we used to put some people behind bars. Speaking further, he said there are 2 cases that he can remember where the rule of power and high public position. As I recall, the case of the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Mr. Abdul Rashid Bawa, who was also sentenced by the High Court sitting but was not followed up on, and now the Police Inspector General. What are your thoughts concerning this article? It is not today that we have started complaining about this issue of, disobeying court orders. It is not today. This is what I'm calling, it has been happening, and because they have not been, that's people who flouted the court orders, nothing is being done to them, they go on with their lives like they did nothing wrong. That is why it has gotten to the point where the third arm of government is now being ridiculed. To me, this is a slap on the faces of the third arm of government. And I think I read a particular article where they said it is the government, it is the executive that started this. Because had it been the executive, the third arm of government will give out, we give a court order out. It is supposed to be followed through. They are not supposed to wait for the executive to come and, enforce. It is like that. Like, let me say, for instance, now, just like we have the IGP now, and then there is a court order saying they should be arrested. Immediately, in same countries, before you say Jack Robinson, he has already been contacted and they're telling him to prep himself. He has told his family, don't worry, I'm going to come back home soon. So they don't need to, how am I going to put it? No. Go there and, start telling him this one, that. Not too much talk. As they are saying it, it is happening in similar countries. Now, why it is seeming difficult now is because initially when it was happening, they were flouting court orders. They did not count it as serious. Now, they now need these so-called court orders to function well. They were flaunting it. The judiciary, that's the third arm of government, became a tool in the hands of executive. Now that they are supposed to now work independently, they cannot. Why? Because people are no longer saying, let's say, for instance, you're a leader and you're supposed to live by example. You enter into a place that is dirty. It is your duty to pick up the broom and start sweeping. Yes, if you want that place to be clean. It is when people say, our leader is, before you know it, everybody has taken the broom. And before, in a matter of seconds or minutes, that whole place is turning clean. So what am I saying? It is because this has been happening before. That is why. That is why we'll come out and we're going to see things like this that normally, on a normal day, it does not happen before. And sincerely, the kind of Nigeria I crave for is a Nigerian where these things, you see, as they give out law, the IGP, the EFCC chairman, I think one other person, they go immediately, as in, let's say, it is being adhered to. That is the kind of Nigerian I want. Wherever they are, immediately they hear it, it is being followed. A country where there is rule of law, not a country where some certain people, even if they have, the court has given, their own verdict on the matter, you still see some people saying, no, imagine, like, who are you? Are you playing? You don't dare come out and say no. You obey the court order first. You understand? That is how it is supposed to be. So, sincerely, I don't know how this is going to be possible. Because even the same court if the executive now stretches out how that is harms of I am the executive, I am the executive over the court, as you have been saying now. Yes, you have been saying, is it not the same government that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, they asked the court to tell them, okay, you are actually acquitted and discharged of all charges, and then they refused to discharge him, they refused to release him. So you see, the time where when something has become a habit, it becomes very difficult to follow. Had it been normally when the court gives this thing like that, gives a verdict like that, they follow it through, and if this one come out, it will not be an issue. But because we have continued to have instances where the court will flaunt orders, imagine the court will give DSS orders. DSS. That is what's it called? An agency of the government. The court would direct them. This is what you should do, and somebody somewhere would say no, don't obey. That is it now. Just ignore, and then all of a sudden, do not need that's your third arm of government to become functional. You have ridiculed that particular third arm of government. You are the one that will still resurrect it. If they want the third arm of government, that's the judiciary, to become functional again, all they have to do is they will start from they'll start from now. It's not too late, and start making sure that every order of a court is being regarded as an order, no matter where it is coming from. Okay. There won't be rule of law according to you on EFCC at all, since your expectation is to see the EFCC chairman in jail. I don't understand. Monday, you that judgmental is not final. The affected people have the right of appellation. You are either dumb or manipulative and only trying to incite innocent Nigerians against the government. Are you really playing? Huh? The laws are for the Southerners, period. Until you understand that, then we can move forward. The place of the rule of law has been undermined exactly by the ruling class. The rule of law is now for the vulnerable, who are nothing but ordinary civilians who are struggling to make a living. Okay? When Papa they do runs through Peking, you think say the Papa go fit hala the Peking if you carry big empty Papa bed. Exactly. The Papa don't show the Peking, say what thing they do, today bad. So you get as Papa go even go use hala now. The people they look and say, I no understand. Exactly. Hold on and have a rethink. If you got the story right, it has taken the Nigerian courts close to 30 years to rule and now enforce on a simple wrong dismissal case. Hello? That is why it is going to take, we cannot wake up and jump on it. If they want to really make people adhere to court orders, they have the government that has to start, themselves. It has to start from the government themselves. They have to start, they have to start by showing us, by allowing things like this happen and not interfering. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.